Okay, so what we're going to do for the free trial, right, is to be able to send a broadcast email and then measure the outcome of the email sending. And when they fill in the landing page, update the phone numbers and whatever details into the contact details. Okay. So we start off by importing data. Is the admin panel. Import data. Can you see on the right? Admin. Import data. Yeah. Okay. So click on import data. So that's right. So you're importing contact data. So just click go. Yeah. You're importing contacts. Yep. Right. Then choose browse a CSV file that you would like to import. So I have just dropped in a leads CSV for you, right? At the Skype chat. So you can use that as a reference, right? Okay. So open that up. Press next. You don't. No, don't need. Just click on browse and select a CSV file. So I have dropped in a sample CSV at your Skype chat. You can use that one. You can use whatever you have, but I'm saying that I'm just using that as an example. Yep. Yep. No. Next. Oh yeah, okay. Your app, because your app is already maxed out already. Okay, then can you just watch me first, because otherwise later on I'll spend too much time fiddling around with it. Okay, so later on you can just try around with it. Okay, so the next step will be to match your Infusionsoft fields. So on the left panel you will see that there's the CSV fields, and on the right panel is the Infusionsoft fields. You can see my screen, right? I I am still sharing, right? Yeah, I'm still sharing. Okay. All right. So on the left side is the CSV fields. On the right side is the Infusionsoft fields. You just match like the first name, right? You just find the Infusionsoft field, first name, last name. They'll match it. So phone, right? So the default phone is phone one. Okay, phone one. So you look for the phone one number, right? Phone one number. Okay. So that will be the matching. Click on next, and then they will ask you a question about how you these contacts have been imported lah. So do you plan on sending email marketing? You have to click yes, otherwise you can't proceed lah. So click on yes, then there is asking some question, how did these people sign up for your marketing, right? So you can say they have attended event or whatever, but you definitely cannot, like, you definitely cannot do this. Like anything that's red, right, will not be able to process, right? So maybe let's say it's gone through social media. Okay, so fine. Okay, so they've gone through social media. With what service provider have you been sending this list through? So maybe you have sent through MailChimp, or your internal server so far, maybe. Then you say none. Yeah, then you say none. Yeah, none. All right. Then what method or opt-in? If you put single opt-in. And then how long have you been building the list? So you can say less than 1 year. Uh, 3 to 6 months ago, you have sent to them before, right? And you will send 1 to 5 emails a month to these contacts. Now, if you're gonna say you're gonna send 50 to 20, of course you'll be marked as spam lah. So put something reasonable, right? Like let's say if I say that is a recommended rate. Yeah. Okay, so then provide some information on how this list is obtained. So you can say that, okay, this is a list from networking and trade show, right? For example, right? So just write something that is reasonable, right? If you just write one sentence or one word, sorry, not even one sentence, like a few words, right? They wouldn't accept. You at least have to write a reasonable sentence. Okay, then click next. So what Infusionsoft does is occasionally they might just spot check and just check what is that, right? Occasionally, right? Not frequent, right? So okay, after that, then they will preview. Okay, these are the records that you're importing. Is this the right record? So you just need to browse and see that it's mapped correctly. All right, then press done. Okay, and then you have imported that list. Okay, so after you import, right, you can immediately send an email broadcast to these people. You can view the list of people you just imported. So I'm going to like view them. You also can save this import for future use. So if you use this function, then this next time if you import again and you have the same kind of columns and rows layout in your CSV, you can just use the same save import. Okay, so looking at the list of the people that you have imported, so I just imported you and Ingo lah. So these are the people you have imported, right? All of them will have a tag. Immediately they will be tagged called with the import date and time. Okay. Okay, so there's this tag imported and 10 no 4th of October 2017. You see this tag, right? So there is an import tag on the date and time that you have imported. Okay. So in fact, you can always filter out and call out this list again that you have imported previously. Okay. Then you can rename this list. So after you want to maybe because now the name is called import dash whatever, right? The time. So you can rename it. Okay, and like I mentioned, you can change the what it is displaying here by clicking on columns, right, and changing what you want to be displayed. So there are certain fields that you don't need, so you can just take them out. Okay, so for now, let's say I'm going to take out this GA content source. Okay, so it's just clicking cancel, and then you can just import. Okay, so these are the fields that I want to be displayed only. Okay, and once I'm done with this, right, then I can like save this list, right, and the layout. Okay, so the next thing to do is actually to create the web form, the landing page form, so that it can link to your landing page. Okay, so you need to go to campaign builder and then click on create a campaign. So create a campaign, right? So here you need to use this web form submitted goal. Okay, you can label it, so landing page, right? And then double click on the icon, then you will go into the form, how to build the form itself. So you can insert in like the default is first name and email. So what are the other things you can insert is like things like the phone number. Okay, and you might want the mobile number instead. So instead of phone one, right? So you want to label it mobile number, for example, right? And then you set it to required so that the user have to fill in before they they do that. Okay, first name, email, phone number, and if you've got any other fields that you need to fill in, so you select the other snippets, other emails, other field snippets, right? And you can create a custom field, right? Scroll down all the way to the bottom, you can create a custom field, right? So maybe you are collecting something else, right? Some other data. So currency, date, time, text field, text area, phone numbers, drop down menus, right? You can define that. Okay, custom fields. Okay, so let's say it's only first name, email, phone number, then you need to set this to ready mode and then publish. Okay, and what happens is that after you publish, then this HTML code will be available for you to integrate back into your website. So you just need to pass your web developer this code and make sure that they put that into the landing page form. So set it to ready mode and then press publish. Okay, which means that this form is now active. Okay. All right, so there is a form now. So what you need to do next is to draft the email to be sent to them. Okay, so you can select. So you call out this list of people and then you select all of them and then click on send a broadcast. Right, then it's just choosing the template that you want. Are you going to use any graphics or is just plain text?
For the first part, we're actually planning to send personalized, so it's pure text.
Pure text, right? So you just click on use this template. Okay, just so you can see that on the top here, the recipients, they already set to 2 people already, and there's a from address as well. So you might want to change the from address also. Okay, change it to either the contact owner or some other email, right? So maybe there is a generic email, say hello@gwumkt.com. Okay, you can use that, right? So maybe this is called support. Okay, so this will change to support at hello@gwumkt.com. Okay, enter in a subject, and you can also personalize the subject with the name if you have the name already. Okay, so you can see this curly thing, then contact first name, right? Okay, then change the text details, and you can also change the person who signs off. Okay, so far. Hello, hello, hello. Hello,
Yes,
you
we're
still
here.
there? Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're listening.
so let's say if I need to insert a link, so I say click here to edit or to view something, right? So let's say this is the one I need to click. So highlight the entire string and then click on this hyperlink, create hyperlink, and then key in your web address. Okay. So if you need a way to if you want to record this behavior, you also can add a tag. So like, okay, he clicked update. So he clicked this particular link. Okay, so he click the link. Oops, wait. Okay, and then your email is ready. Click on review, and if you need to schedule, you can schedule it. You can use the context time zone to schedule it, and then click send. Okay, that's it, right? So if you are in drafting mode, you can always save as a template first, then come back to do it later. Is that okay? Hello, hello.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah. So then yeah, so once they click the email link, and then they will go to the what call that, to fill up the form, and then after that, if they fill up the phone number, they will be updated. Now, so another thing is that if you there is another way to launch this method. So instead of sending the link there, so I may want to do some monitoring of how this update has been done. So in Infusionsoft, this will be how we would set it up. Okay, where we want to have certain reporting other than the email open and all that, because in the email open we can actually go into the admin email broadcast. Okay, there is this section of email reports. Okay, under email broadcast, right, view email broadcast. Okay, and select whichever owner or system. Usually I will select all, so you just display all the broadcasts that have been sent. Okay, then they will display, okay, these are all the broadcasts that have been sent. So let's say this is one of the broadcast emails that have been sent. So I want to see what's the result. So I click on view. Okay, when I open up, then I can see the broadcast results. Okay, so how many people, how many send, how many opens, how many unopened, how many bounces, right? So these are your statistics. Okay, that's one.
Okay, but can we have like a monitor on every contacts, like if they open it, who open it, who did not?
Yeah, so when you click on, let's say like who clicks, right? You click on this and then you can
Uh-huh.
actually see who are the people that clicked.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one way, right? This is one of the way. The other way that I'm telling you is that this is the other way that I will do it. So I will, instead of sending out a broadcast email, I will send a scheduled campaign email. I will send from the campaign builder. Okay, so I'll say
Okay.
send email, and I expect that from this email, some of them will click the link to update the form. Okay, so I want to monitor who actually clicked the form. Okay, and by right, once they click, they should also land on the landing page and fill up the form. Okay, so this is what I would have seen. Okay, let me do a small test and we can try this out. So I'm going to send you an Ingo email.
Okay.
So draft the email in the sequence instead of at the broadcast level. So I'm going to use a merge field of the owner's HTML signature. Okay, so you can see how this looks like. Okay, so this is the email I'm going to send. So once I send the email, right, I want to know whether did you click to update this phone link. And if you did, then you would go into this segment, and I will know that you have clicked. And then if you have filled up the details, then the phone number will be updated, right? And I will be able to know that your phone has been updated. Right? And I'm going to send a email reply so that you know that the phone number has been updated.
Hindi tayo siya nagsasalita.
Okay, so when all becomes white color and shaded, right, they are all ready for publishing. And once I publish, then this campaign is active. Okay, and I'm going to send you and Ingo, okay, the email.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do is that you choose the select all button, okay, and then I'm going to start or stop a campaign sequence. So I click on start and stop a campaign sequence, and then go to this test 123 campaign that I just configured. Select the send email sequence and process action. All right. Okay, so now Rose and Ingo, okay, look out for an email that is sent to you, right? Don't click on the email first. Let me know that you have received the email first.
Let me get on my end. Hold on.
Hi.
Haven't received anything yet.
I
Same
think.
here. I haven't
Yeah.
received anything.
No worries. It takes a while.
Okay.
Okay. Have you received? It should be on the way to your server.
Still not. Still not. Okay, I have received it
Okay.
inside my spam folder.
What is the server? What is the what, call it, what is the email client you're using?
Ingo at
No. The
gwumktdemo.com.
the email client. Hotmail, Gmail,
Oh, Gmail.
Gmail client.
Yeah.
Okay. And Rose, did you receive it?
Let me check.
You can check your spam folder as
Yeah.
well. Where did
I
it go?
actually receive. I receive it on the inbox.
When you receive it on the inbox, did you receive it? Uh, you're using Gmail client as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is what happens. In terms of email deliverability, you can see that how come Rose receive it in inbox and Ingo receive it in spam. Okay, are you guys like familiar with email deliverability?
A bit, yes.
So there is a few components. Number one is the reputation of the IP address and server, which when you send from
Okay.
Infusionsoft is sent through a Infusionsoft server. Number two is your domain, gwumkt.com, right? There is a reputation on the domain as well. And there's also a reputation on the sender, which is Brandon Yong at scalarmarketing.com. Marketing.asia. So now, for example, now I'm sending via Brandon Yong at scalarmarketing.asia, right? So because Rose, you have opened my email before, right? Or you have interacted
Oh.
with my domain before, so it's easier for my emails to reach your inbox.
Okay.
Okay.
So would that same thing happen to the clients that we are going to send message the first time? Because those clients was or haven't received any email from us. We just communicated with them via phone.
So there is a risk that they will not receive the email because it is sent from an unknown source, you see, right? And okay, so there is one way that you can send a email and it has a high chance to deliver. However, in that case, you cannot insert images. It's just pure text, and your email link may not appear as a link. So how to do it is you go to marketing templates, okay, marketing templates, and then click add a email template, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then draft a email that is pure text. Okay, so
When you say pure text, do you also allow to insert like a clickable link for the landing page?
it will be a link. However, it may not appear as a clickable link depending on the client. Some clients will automatically detect that this is a link and then they will put. But when you send a pure text, right, it will not appear as a link generally.
Okay. Okay.
But some clients will automatically convert it. You know what I mean? But this method has the highest chance of reaching the inbox. So I'm going to send a test again and then see whether this goes into Ingo's inbox. At least avoid the spam folder.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So you see, do you see my screen? You see my screen?
Yes.
There is
Yes.
this
Yes.
choice,
Yes, we can see.
HTML graphics and colors, plain text no graphics, and HTML and plain text. So you have to select this pure plain text no graphics method.
No graphics. Okay.
So this one has the highest chance of deliverability. So as you can see, unlike the previous one, I can actually insert a hyperlink, right? This one you cannot insert a hyperlink. You know what I mean? So you have to just leave it like this. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Ingo, I just sent you an email. You can just check, see whether you received it and where you received it.
Okay, checking it out. Okay, I've received it inside my inbox.
Inbox, right? Okay, so this is one tactic that we use. So so let's say I'm gonna send some plain text email, right? There's limitations, you can't insert graphics, but there's a high chance that it will land up in your inbox. And you can see that the text I have is very plain. So Ingo, does your Gmail client automatically change the HTML URL into a HTML link?
Yeah,
It automatically changes into a link, right?
yeah, it
Okay,
is.
okay, good. Okay, now back to the previous exercise. Now, okay, can you see on my screen the emails that have been sent? I can now click on this thing called reporting. You can see that there's in the send email sequence, there's two queued, right?
Yeah.
So two people have received the email, okay, but have not clicked the email link yet. Okay, now, click on the email link on Ingo. Don't click. Just Rose click. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see now that it's changed now?
Yes.
So Rose has clicked already. She's now in this area, right? And she has not filled in the landing page yet. Okay, now Rose, fill in your phone number. And can you see that Rose, when you land on the landing page, your name and your email is already pre-filled, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you will do. You will just pre-fill for you if the data already exists. Okay, now you fill in your landing page.
Okay. So, when the client receives the landing page with the pre-fill information, though they have the option to change or modify the information we
Yes,
see.
yes, they can.
Okay. Can we also leave them blank?
Blank. What do you mean?
Leave the details blank, like for the phone number, we'll just leave it blank, and the client will just type in their phone number.
Yes. In
themselves.
your client's case, because the phone number will not be existing, it will be blank.
Okay. Well, we actually have the phone numbers of the clients, but we wanted to leave them blank. So in case they have a new phone number already, they can just go ahead and update it with a new one. Because these are these clients that we are referring to, or we're planning to send email, are long-time clients. These are our clients from
Okay.
last year,
Yep.
2 years ago,
Yep.
and we're just trying to send them like email reminder that
Okay.
of the products and services that we offer.
You can, in that case, you just use phone 2 instead of phone 1. So the field that is
Okay.
available, don't put phone 1, put phone 2. All right. And then if you say, you can also set a rule to say that phone 2 will override phone 1. That's fine. But then you store it in phone 2. Okay. Can you update your info now and then submit?
I have submitted my information already.
Okay. Okay, not yet. Maybe it's just updating. Okay, while waiting for you to update. Okay, so you can see that actually Infusionsoft will provide this kind of reporting as well. Okay, so you can actually set it up in this way. Okay, and on rows on let's say you're at the contact level. Okay, so I'm looking at Ingo and Rose. Okay, at the contact level, I can actually see whether did you open and click my emails. Okay, so like for Ingo, right? So I check, okay, in the email, I have sent Ingo 2 emails, right? One is through the other system and one is through here. He has not opened my email, okay? And then for Rose, she has opened and clicked my email, okay? So that is how at the system level actually it can track also. Cool?
I have a question.
Yep.
What if we are sending email to ordinary Gmail email addresses? Will they receive it inside their inbox as well or spam?
Ordinary Gmail. It may go into
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
it's the same issue, right? So if you want it to be certainly delivered to the right person, right? You use the HTML method. Then it's plain text.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
So one good thing about this method is that once they start to open, right, you can also leave an instruction there to say that kindly move this email into your inbox folder if it is in the promotions folder, right? And if they start to open up in the inbox folder, then you can start to send them the graphics heavy one or the HTML ones. In that case, then uh, the Gmail client will slowly get to recognize that, hey, these guys, when they send emails out, there's a high open rate, right? Then the email deliverability will improve over time. Okay, definitely there will be people who may not open. You see, so that's why at the end of the day, when you reach out to the emails, right, you can actually see, okay, who these are the people that has not opened. What can I do with them? Okay, are you clear? All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the test that we're gonna do for the free trial. Okay.
Okay.
So in the free trial, you are limited to only 500 contacts. Okay,
And that is good for the next 2 weeks,
that's
right?
good for next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that for the first 2 weeks. And if you decided to go ahead and purchase the packages, I'll contact you for the arrangement.
Yeah.
Or okay. On the actual day that our free trial link will be activated, do we have someone to walk us through to start off the software?
Yeah, sure, sure. So whatever that we wanted to arrange with you. So uh you have to basically write it down and tell us a little bit about what are the upcoming campaigns, what you're gonna try and do other than what we have discussed so far, right? Then
Okay.
so that that session will be more meaningful for you guys. Otherwise, then it will be just a generic walkthrough.
All right.
Okay.
You mentioned that the guy from Infusionsoft will be assisting us with the actual software are in the United States, if I got it correct, if I still remember.
No, that I'm saying that if there's any questions you have, you can actually click on chat now and chat with the
Ah, okay. Yeah, but
live chat.
actually concerned about the activation of the software for tomorrow because our time is of course following Philippine time. So,
Oh no, he will inform me, then I will check on it and I will let you know.
okay,
It will
but
be
the
through
schedule
me.
that we have is only from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's
Sure,
Philippine time.
sure,
Is
sure,
it possible to have it on maybe on the later part of the day?
sure, sure.
Maybe
11,
around
sure, 2 p.m. Yeah,
8 p.m. Yeah.
yep, sure.
Okay. All right. Do we have an assurance that it will be activated by tomorrow?
I can't be sure. We have put out the ticket already, so it
Uh-huh.
may, yeah, like I say, it may take a day or two.
Does it really took 2 days for other clients to have it started?
Yeah, I said like I say, free trial is not an immediate thing. It is actually they need to
Okay.
submit a support ticket, then they have to raise the request to create a free trial.
But
It's
if
not.
we skip the free trial, we can go ahead and activate the
Yes,
real software right away.
yes, yes, yes.
Ah, okay. Got you. Right. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for the free trial so
Mm-hmm.
for us to really experience the hang of using the software before we go ahead and get the live one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Rose.
Thanks for your
All right,
time.
no problem. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.